Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Rafisha Hafiz and today I'm going to present a sample educational explanation about phonology, fo- focusing and focusing on an important topic called minimum pairs. This presentation is part of my midterm project for phonology education. I hope this explanation can help you understand how minimum pairs work and why they are useful in learning English pronunciation. Okay. Introduction. Before we talk about minimum pairs, let's start with a quick definition of phonology. Phonology is the study of how sound function in particular language. It focuses on the way sounds are organized, how how they change, and how they create meaning. For example, in English, a small change in one sound can change the meaning of entire word. This is where minimum pairs become important. Okay, next. What are minimum pairs? A minimum pairs is a pair of words that differ by only one sound, but this one small sound difference change the meaning. For example, ship and ship, pen and pen, cat and cat. This word these words are called minimum pairs because the change of only one phoneme create a new word with a different meaning. Minimum pairs are very helpful in phonology because they show how important pronunciation is. If you mispronounce on vowel on or consonant, people might misunderstand what you want to say. Next, number three. Why are minimum pairs important? Minimum pairs are important for three main reasons. Reasons 1. They help improve pronunciation. Learning minimum pairs help us notice small sound difference. They are sometimes difficult, especially for non-native speakers. Reason 2. They help improve listening skills. By practicing minimum pairs, we train our ears to distinguish between sounds that might seem similar. Reason 3. They help avoid misunderstandings. For example, saying tree instead of tree can confuse listeners, or saying full instead of full. So, by learning minimum pairs, we can communicate more clearly and accurately. Okay, number 3, PPT number 3. Type of minimum pairs. Minimum pairs can be divided into several types depending on which sound change. A. Vowel minimum pairs. These pairs differ in their vowel sounds. Example: bit I versus bit I. Oh yeah, for example like this. B. Consonant minimum pairs. Their pairs differ in their consonant sounds. Example. Apa itu? Oke, sorry. Pet versus bed, zip versus zip, ten versus din, versus ten versus den. Next, C. Final sound minimum pairs. The difference is in the final consonant. Example: back versus back, cap versus cap, like versus like. Uh, Next, D. Initial sounds minimum pairs. The difference is in the first consonant. Example: Ton versus sun, big versus big, fan versus fan. Okay, next. Examples and pronunciation practice. Vowel example. Okay, now I will demonstrate some minimum pairs and show their pronunciation clearly. You may repeat the word after me if you want to practice. Follow example. 1. Sheep difference short versus long. 2. Full 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 or full difference versus sorry, right. Number 3, bet or bat bit or bet difference. E versus A. Consonant example. Number 1, pen or ben. Pen or ben difference. P voiceless versus B voiced. 2, T or C. T and C difference. T versus S. 3, fun and or fan. Fun. Fain and fine difference. F versus V. Final sound example. Number 1, bake or bake and bake. 2, like or light like. 3, cap or cape and cape. Okay, next number number 6. How to practice minimum pairs. Here are three sample methods you can try. Method 1. Listen and repeat. Find a recording or make your own list. Then repeat each word until you hear the difference clearly. Method 2. Record yourself. Record your voice saying both words. Then compare them. This helps you check whether your pronunciation is clear. Method 3. Use sentence. Use a sentence. Put its minimum pairs into short sentence. For example, I saw a sheep or I saw a sheep. By using them in content, it is easier to remember the difference. Okay, next PPT number 7. Why minimum pairs matter in real communication? Sometimes pronouncing a minimum pair can cause misunderstandings. For example, if you say I want to sit versus I want to sit, or I need a pen versus I need a pen, this small mistake can change meaning completely. So measuring minimum pairs help you sound more natural and confident in English. Okay, conclusion. To conclude, minimum pairs are simple but powerful tool in learning English pronunciation. They help us hear sound difference, improve clarity, communicate better, avoid misunderstandings by practicing minimum pairs regularly. Our speaking and listening skills will become more accurate and effective. Okay, thank you for watching and listening to my presentation. I hope this explanation helped you understand the importance of minimum pairs in phonology. Thank you.